y'all, man? Today we got a guitar video. I haven't done a guitar video in a long time, but I decided to bring one back for you guys today. A melodic guitar video. Some for Wheezy or Gunna. And yeah, this is a very fire sample we're going to be breaking down. Let's get straight to it. Alright, so here we are on the FLP, and the FLP has two sections. We have the main sample, and then we have the B section, which is like a little switch up. And I'm going to be showing you guys what I used to record my guitar, the effects, the processing to make the guitar sound as good as possible. And then if you don't have a guitar, I got a solution for you guys later in the video. But to start off the entire sample, I basically recorded on my guitar this long recording of these very basic chords that I was strumming, and here's how they sound. That's the main premise that I was playing over and over. I just did many takes to get the recording as clean as possible, and obviously I'm not the best with guitar, so I messed up a couple takes, but I just fixed it all inside the playlist by chopping it up using the fade in, fade out, and then this is what I had. Now moving on to the processing, because that recording sounded good, the notes, the chords that I was playing, everything was smooth. The actual sound, the raw recording sounded a little like muddy, and I feel like I could just make it sound a lot better. So here are the processing. So going one by one, I'm gonna start with the EQs because I feel like they're essential for each guitar recording, and depending on your recording, it's always gonna be different. You're gonna have different frequencies than I am, but for here, I'm basically lowering some of the harsh low end, like I said, it was pretty muddy, and then I'm raising some of the high end, makes it a little more clean. The second EQ, I'm doing the same thing, except I'm just taking out all of the bass, the low mids, all of it. I'm just lowering it with the second EQ. You can see these two frequencies right here are really peaking, so that's what the job of the EQ was, to just control it. Speaking of control, I have the compressor on here, and this is just controlling the levels of the guitar. Now, two more EQs. I have another EQ on here taking down more of those low mids and bass because they were still very harsh and they were just peaking a lot. Kind of basically taking all the low end out. And then I have a second EQ. This one I'm using Shep's, and I have this wide piano stereo preset. This was to make it louder and just more stereo, more wide. You see, that is just raising the highs a lot, and it sounds very clean and crisp. Now the last two effects are optional, but I wanted to go with a delay. I love adding delay on almost everything I make, so I have this KM vocal delay, which is a custom preset, a very simple like 1/4 delay. Lastly, a retro tape. I went to the guitars and I used I believe it was the Gloomy Guitar or one of these presets, and it's just adding a little bit of vintage feel to it, making it a little more warm. And the last, I had a chorus on here, but I didn't like it, so I ended up just taking it off, and then this is how everything sounds afterwards. So now it still has that real authentic raw feel, but it sounds a lot more clean. Now honestly, the guitar was the hardest part. It low-key took me a while to get that recording. Everything else was very simple. I have a lead, vocal, and then a bass. So starting with the lead, I use Analog Lab, and I went inside the Coding Files X bank. If you guys have seen any of my previous videos, you guys know that I love using this Analog Lab bank. And then I use this Not the Echo preset, and then I just have a very simple lead playing. So again, a very basic melody. The sound is really just doing all the work for me. As far as the effects, I kept it very simple. I wanted to layer it with another octave lower, but instead of duplicating it like this, instead I wanted to just get the same effect but with halftime. So I just put halftime on here, 1/8, and I turned the mix down to 50%. Pancake, just moving left and right. Since the guitar was mono in the middle, I wanted the lead to be a little more stereo and spread out. Regular reverb, some regular delay, and then just an EQ down here lowering some of these low ends and then raising the highs for it to stand out a little more. Moving on to the bass, I use this Area 51 bass, and this is from Coding Files 2, and I'm just playing a very basic bass line. Right, so that's basically how it sounds. Really basic notes, but basically the effects is nothing on here. I put nothing on the bass. I just left it raw, and the sound was just already good and clear for me. Lastly, for the first section, I have this vocal. Now this vocal is from Desright's Bundle Pack, and this is this one right here. And then I have it playing here. I took it and I pitched it down, and I panned this one to the right, and then the first one is to the left, and this one I also lower the volume, so they're kind of just bouncing back off each other, and I just layered it with two vocals. As far as the effects, just filtering it out with an EQ and then a pancake, panning it left and right a lot faster and a lot more harsh. And that's pretty much it for the first section. Now moving on to the second section where I have the B section. Basically just took almost everything out and then just added a bunch of new elements in. I'm gonna be showing you guys what I like to personally use when I don't have my guitar, or I don't really have any guitar VSTs. I know a lot of you guys might ask what I use as a VST. I have 0 guitar VSTs. I always prefer the real deal. So for this section I use the Prophet Gallery kit. Now this kit comes with 100 guitar phrases, all with my electric and acoustic guitar, plus they're ran through my Chroma Console analog guitar pedal. And this is only one folder. The rest of the kit comes with additional 200 phrases, but instead of the guitar, it's with my Prophet Rev 2, so it's perfect for that synth Des Wright and Mike Dean type of sound. You can just see how many is in here. But inside the guitar folder, I went and I selected this one right here. Again, these are made with my actual guitar, so it doesn't get any more realer than this. And I just wanted something very melodic and warm, so I just dragged it onto here and I chopped it so I only had the first part playing. The phrases are tempo synced for you, so you can just drag and drop, and the key is also labeled, so it's very easy to just sync it with the key of your melody, of your sample. So I just have that playing over and over, and then I have this lead that I played on my Prophet Rev 2. Now again, I have a bunch of phrases in this style, an additional 200 phrases all with the Prophet Rev 2. You get that same exact sound even if you don't have any analog gear at your hands. Alright, that's just to play a couple. If you guys want to check this kit out even more, the first link in the description down below. It'll take you to my site where it's currently on sale. There's a bunch of more audio previews. It shows you what I use to make the kit, and it also shows you that it comes with Chroma Gallery attached, 100% free, which is basically another phrase kit that I made with my Chroma Console, an additional 200 phrases again. All this is included together for a very cheap price. But regardless of that, I added one more phrase for the final section, and I went inside a Prophet Gallery, the guitar phrases folder, and I selected this California one right here. I just dragged it in, tempo synced, I chopped it up, and I matched the key because it's already labeled for you. And that was pretty much it for the effects on these. I just took out some of the low end for both of them, and then that was it. They're already processed for you, like I said, with my Chroma Console and other analog plugins. Besides that, I had a sound shift on here messing with the pitch. I had the J37 stereo with this preset, and this is pretty much the final sample. Yeah man, that's pretty much it. If you guys want to check out any of the kits that I use in this video, if you guys want any of the Coding Files kits, they're actually all in one bundle right now for a way cheaper price. Again, first link takes you to the homepage, and if you see the new releases, you have Prophet Gallery and also the Coding Files bundle. This comes with Coding Files X, Coding Files 3, Coding Files 2, and Coding Files 1 all together for a way cheaper price. But yeah, you can check all these out in the first link in the description down below. With that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy and learn something new. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any more videos. Any recommendations you guys have for new videos, or even other kits that you guys want me to put out in the future for 2025 for y'all, I read everything in the comment section down below. But with that being said, if you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.